Canberra's finest reporting.
Good morning from Australia. My name is Matt Nahat, and today we are back with our excellent role-playing experience in the wonderful world that DMNex has created, named Eòlas. And yes, we are continuing our series as our characters have reached level 2 and are progressing onwards in their exploration of the world and all of the wonderful and very chilly things that are being going on. Welcome in, DM. It's good to see you, buddy. Good to see everyone. We have our characters here who have woken up from a nice rest, albeit a little chilly. The cold. I do not hear you at the moment. We've had
That's
some
because I hit the button. Hi.
fun. Hello. Hit the button, yes.
I had to holler at something and forgot to hit the button again. So welcome in, everyone.
Yes, welcome in. This morning, our characters are waking up to mild cold. This is between 13 degrees Fahrenheit and 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Probably closer to 13 than 32. I'm thinking somewhere between 15 and 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Not very pleasant.
Pretty cold, pretty cold.
Yes, a little bit of a wind chill factor as well.
Well, we looked up last week that the area is between negative 20 and negative 60 Celsius, so that sounds about right.
Yeah, about right.
If frosty.
We today, for the first time, I think a first time ever, even in the Kingmaker sessions, are going to, a little bit later, have a further drop in the temperature, which is going to mean that we're going to have a look at the temperature effects table. Because it's going to get so cold that it's going to cause potential damage. Damage.
It doesn't sound like
that'll
fun.
be fun. Yeah. I know what you mean. So we'll see. That'll be coming up. But how are you, DM? What's going on for you in your world?
Pretty good. Tried out something new today, which was interesting. We'll probably be doing that tomorrow.
So what is that about?
Been
Tell
doing-
us a little bit
It's
about.
a post-apocalyptic game where, not dissimilar to recent events, there was a viral outbreak, and unlike recent events, the people who were immune to it were okay, and the people who weren't didn't stay perished. They came back as monsters.
Oh.
It's not a standard zombie one because the zombies are not like that. They are humanoid, but it's almost closer somewhat to State of Decay with their blood plague stuff, because now there's been a change in it. We don't know why, but people who are immune are no longer immune. So the people who are infected are being sent out to look for supplies because everyone is starting to starve as resources have dwindled.
Right.
And so our characters have a meter of their health going down as the infection grows. And so they have a limited time. And what they are able to do is gain stuff for the next survivor to be able to go out and find stuff so that the home base can grow and hopefully people can live.
All right. Sounds interesting. Yeah. All right. Very good.
All right, I got it back.
Okay.
I don't know why it did that.
Crashes happen. Let's
It
just
just-
hope, cross our fingers, and do our best.
Yeah. I just don't understand why it did it. It's been
so
working
in
fine, and
Kingmaker
now it's
we-
just
Yeah,
Kingmaker.
We had a troll fight. We had some kingdom things. We resolved our little debate, at least for now, with a certain rabble raiser.
He's still gonna have to serve.
We will see. I'm sure. I have no doubt that story will continue to grow and shape. But for now, we will tune ourselves back here into Eòlas and then announce Cyberpunk at the end of the session, because that has been happening too and will be here on Saturday night US time and Sunday morning Australian time. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But for now, Eòlas, our characters are waking in a fairly chilly morning, but not dangerous.
Last time they were in Soveza, which was the mobile village that we were sent to check in on.
Yes, and we found them in a state of a little bit of disrepair, but we managed to save a few of them, and got rewarded for our assistance. Oh! Very appropriate sound effects there, DM Nix. You do hear a fearsome howling off in the distance that is carried upon the winds. I wonder what that might foretell or foreshadow. Yes, so, yes, this is the area waking up in, having slept in the wonderful bivouacs of Soveza, and refreshed with their assistance. And yeah, we are set to go. They are heading off to their ancestral grounds. Was that the word that you used?
I don't know if I said ancestral. It's a hidden location that they use in times of need to hunker down and be in a defended location. So particularly bad weather years, they'll go there, or when there is a threat that they need to kind of hunker down from, sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Think of it's kind of an equivalent to kind of the Helm's Deep thing for the Men of Rohan, right?
Yep, sounds good. All right, so they're off there. We are not following them for now. We decided instead that we are going to try and discover more about this cult and about some of the other things
The
that are
cult of
going
the Eternal
on.
Frost. Yeah.
Indeed. And so we are setting off into the wilderness in almost the opposite direction. We are heading east while I think they were going west. I think that's the situation. Could be the other way around.
It's one of the two, right? We'll figure out what is best fitting going forward for what we need. Because it's not a exact requirement.
No. And it just gives us a little bit of a general picture, so doesn't matter though. We're in tundra. The lay of the land heading in the direction that we're going is slightly elevated. That doesn't mean we're going into mountains just yet, but we're going into more elevation, which means colder weather. Yay!
Hey, up means more cold.
Yep, but that's where this cult of eternal winter are apparently.
Go figure, Eternal Frost or Eternal Winter want to have cold areas.
Yeah. So a few notes as we head off. We are level 2 now, so you'll see that our hit points and statistics and skills and all of that have slightly improved.
They got better.
We got better. We also have managed to gather some new items together. We have all sorts of interesting things. Thurbal has some deployable cover that we might be able to use against ballistic attacks. Peter has an Ursine Avenger hood, which he's probably not going to be wearing, but it's there.
I mean, he's all for it, just doesn't really work for what he needs.
We have also some stuff in our party loot. Things like the Sawtooth Saber that was dropped, some Alchemist's Fire, the Siblings Coin, some amulets from the Disciples of Eternal Frost, and I'm going to actually increase the quantity because we've come across several of them now. Some snares, some Mender's Soup, Origin Unguent, all sorts of weird and wonderful things to help us going forward that we got last time. Yeah, so
there's a lot of exciting stuff.
Yeah. Cool. So, with all of that, we head in the direction that is slightly elevated, trying to track down the, cult of eternal winter or frost, cult of eternal frost.
Yes.
And why don't we make some perception or survival checks as we travel? Whatever is better.
Would be good to pay attention, Trap. You know these things, yes?
Marigold will roll perception.
We'll take a look out and make sure we stay safe.
Try to roll survival. Oh.
Nope.
Wow. Well, the wind is blowing, and it's blowing right into our eyes, coming right on, so we have to hold up our blinders and our arms and everything to progress forward. It's really not pleasant. And
It's making it hard to see, apparently.
Doesn't really afford us very good opportunities for figuring out where things are or which way we're going.
Yeah.
And according to those checks, let's roll. DM, you can do this. A D6. And we're hoping for a lower number.
Nope.
Okay, we spend 4 hours mostly walking in circles. And we do make some progress forward.
Oh.
But when this wind / blizzard that is blowing into our faces finally abates, we find that we've made maybe 2 hours progress in this 4 hours.
That is not ideal.
This leads us to a sheltered little cove that we have discovered, where we can take a load off, warm ourselves with some soup, and
Very good. Do you need break in cave?
She goes, no, dearie. It hasn't been very nice, but I'm doing okay. What about yourself?
I feel like cold stone, but I'm okay.
Have you got your wet weather gear on, dearie?
Yes. Including nice hood.
Oh, that is a lovely hood. Is that a bear head?
Yes, it was from Chieftain of Soveza. He gave me bear hood.
Oh, that should keep your ears nice and warm.
It definitely helps, but it is very cold.
Yes. Well, we have some soup, and in fact, she is going to take a little bit, and we're gonna roll a cooking check. Because, yeah, all of us are kind of cold. We set up a fire. Let's roll a cooking check. I mean, it's okay. She does make us a meal. It is just the standard. It is just the standard. What's it called? Party meal. That's the one.
Yep.
And in this case, in the form of a soup. So she cooks up this soup with chunks of meat that we have come across, some hearty vegetables, and we can be bolstered a little from this effect
Need
for
food.
the day. Just the standard
You can do that. Hearty meal.
success here, or hearty meal, which will hopefully help us as we trek forward.
Hearty meal success. For you?
It is nice, thank you. And by the way,
You.
something that you notice that is a little bit different with Marigold is she seems to be there seems to be a slight bark kind of tone to her skin, which you haven't seen before.
Very good. Is your skin okay?
Oh, yes, dearie. Our recent experiences have meant that my patron has enabled me to reach into her power to fortify my skin so that I can be, well, a little more resilient against some of the things that have been coming up against us, like wolves and bears.
Oh, that is very good.
So in game terms, she now has the spell Mystic Armor. And Mystic Armor is like mage armor from D&D. It basically gives +1 item bonus to armor class. So it improves her armor class just a little bit. just a tiny, tiny bit.
Sometimes 1 point is all it takes.
Yep. And technically, she could prepare it more than once, but she hasn't. And if someone else is interested in it, which I don't think we need, she could potentially in the future.
It's useful to use the spells for other things. Because Skewer has better than that from his, so he wouldn't really benefit from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's the same as all of us.
Could, but his armor does the same sort of thing, so there's no point. And then Peter pops on stone armor, so...
Yeah, so it should be fine. But, yeah, it is something that you notice about her as she's moving forward. She says, but it doesn't keep me safe from the cold. She starts to shiver. But this soup is good, and she takes another sip.
Yep. That is what fire is for. Fire makes you warm. I wish I could make warm fire. It takes work to make fire.
Skewer stretches his legs. He's seems to have grabbed a few branches or sticks along the way, and he grabs his whittling knife and he starts to shape them in different to sharpen them. Like, well, it's been a kind of cold morning. Can we expect more of that? Looks over to Marigold. Well, yes, dearie, I'm afraid. It's probably just gonna get colder, I'm afraid. All right. Well, I have to say I'm really looking forward to that. How are you doing, Turbo? I know you don't like the cold. Again. Might want to check your mic, sorry.
Yes, I do not like the cold. I like the nicer things of life, you know? The warm, the sun, the comfortable things, you know? This is not my preferred. It's not fun.
Indeed.
Yes, you and Skewer seem to have some difficulty with gold. For dear very good there, it is understandable.
Indeed. So, we're going to set up a little thing here. As we trek off again, why don't you roll for our chance of a random encounter today?
Alright, who thinks we're going to get one?
The wonderful table that we have.
I need to get the whole table in here, so I'm doing a somewhat remembered variant right now. But life has been a little bit more busy than I would like in some regards, and less in other ways.
I thought you had like a sheet or something that you referred to.
I do.
Okay.
Alright, so this evening, as we hunker down, there would be a random encounter of some sort.
Well,
So,
yeah. So
whether
it's an
that's-
evening encounter. So later
Yeah.
on. Okay.
So either
So we
social
trek
or
onwards.
weather or combat, whatever fits the narrative.
Okay. We trek onwards for the next few hours, and I think while while the winds are still cold, our visibility has increased a little bit, and we make our way onwards for the next few hours and make pretty good progress. As the light begins to fade, and it fades pretty early out here in the tundra, we start to look for a place to rest and set up camp. So that will be survival checks again to see if we
I'm
can.
excellent at those. No, I'm not.
Something that perhaps needs to be looked at in the future, because
Yes.
our characters haven't really had a lot of this. Oh, Thurple.
Well, sometimes you do roll a 20.
Sometimes you do. Wow. So, given that you got the critical success, what
Oh,
type?
it looks like you rolled Peter already.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think you meant to go skewer. It's okay. It's fine. Just was seeing that so we could get skewer on there. Skewer should have a chance.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Yeah, so you got the critical success, so while Skewer and Marigold have done reasonably, Thurbol finds something. So what does he find that is particularly warm or plentiful? Of what
I
is
think they
this gonna
find
be?
some driftwood to help with the fire. And it leads him to a cave. It's completely out of the wind. And it's not very noticeable. It's like behind a boulder or something that is the access point. So that it's not easily entered or found by people, walking by. You're not just going to stumble across it typically. It's difficult so that there's increased safety and warmth. The wind's not going to be blowing through, freezing. With a critical, I think it would make sense to have something positive like that.
Yes, and let's say it has a natural chimney hole for our smoke
Yeah.
of the fire to exit. Nice.
It's not like a chimney in the sense of a perfect hole, but like a fissure
No.
where the
It's a little. Yeah.
it's a crack. Yeah. But it's enough that the smoke can get out, but the weather can't get in very well.
Mm-hmm. Just at the right angle.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well done, dearie.
I do not
This
like
is
the code.
amazing.
I think we should mark this down as a place to stay if we're ever in the area. Not that I want to ever be in the area, but you know what I mean. You never know.
Do you think that this cave has potentially been used before? Might there be some cave paintings or something like that?
Possible.
Or perhaps this has never been discovered or hasn't been marked in any way?
Roll a check. Let's see. Because it's possible. It's possible. It's completely unfound. Both are distinct possibilities.
How do you want to roll that check? What do we wanna do?
Random chance. I'd say luck roll, but I don't have luck. So
We don't have luck. D100 or something like that, or
Sure, something like that. I'm trying to think of like how we'd want to break it down. So yeah, let's see. You can roll a D20 or D100, either one. It don't matter.
Let's just roll a D100. We like D100. 65.
So typically the closer to 100, the more probable. So what would you say? It's been used by some hunters or something, maybe?
Yeah, I think that we find evidence of an old fire setup that was set up here before. Maybe some very old, a very old circle of stones and burnt woods. We don't really find anything to tell us who these people might have been. It's been a very long time since it's been used, I think, with a 65, but we can tell that it certainly has once upon a time. It does not look like it has been used frequently, either in the past or recently, to the point where there might be markings on the walls or anything. But it has been used to shelter by someone sometime.
Someone is taking shelter, yeah. Makes sense.
We set up our camp and have a restful sleep, given that we are out of the elements and in a safe place. We set our watches, and occasionally through the night hear, still a distant but closer, ominous howling in the distance, but closer than it was when we were in Cerveza. So,
Are we being did?
it sounds like we're moving toward it rather than it's coming.
Oh yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. Right. As the hills go up, it would make sense things could get cooler and other things like such.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Sure can.
I just heard a little click there and want to make sure it's still going. Since I don't trust the system right now for some reason.
Yeah, my prism did something weird here too, which was a moment, even though I can see you on video, I cannot see you on prism. I just don't know.
That's annoying.
It is annoying.
It's just
Hopefully,
turning out to be a great day all around.
I'm just gonna refresh that capture and see if that fixes it. I'm just gonna go in here, properties. And just back in and refresh it. There you are. Lovely. Alright. Things happen.
Very lovely.
Yeah, we journey on. Gaining height. It is again cool today.
Sounds good. Since we're in the north, it probably is going to be cool to cold.
we did have an encounter. So what's the encounter be? I don't think it's going to be a wilderness encounter, like an encounter, but perhaps. So what did we say? We said social, environmental, or
Could be
is
anything.
that the three?
Yeah. So whatever is narratively fits is what it should be.
Okay.
So if it makes the most narrative sense for it to be weather, we'll have it be weather. Makes most narrative sense for it to be social encounter, we can do a social encounter. Most narrative to be combat or potential hostile encounter, we can do that. It's whatever we think fits the best for that.
Well, what about this then? Do you have any ideas, or do you want?
Go for it if you have one. I was trying to think.
Okay. I am going to foreshadow something that's going to be a little bit later. So,
Sure.
as we rest, it's probably the second watch, and I'm going to say that one of your characters is the one that is on watch during this time. And this character feels, rather than hears, or at least to start with, a rhythmic vibration in the stone underneath.
Probably would be
us.
Peter then, because Thurbold doesn't like night watches. He'd rather the end. And Peter has dark vision, so it makes sense he'd take that watch.
So you hear a thump. Thump. Thump.
Why does the earth rumble? That is not good. Wonder what is happening. Should stay alert. Not sense anything here now. I should tell the others in the morning. This
Well,
is
do you want to
troubling
reach out
indeed.
your senses and see if you can figure out what might be happening?
So would it just be perception, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, he could try. He could like put his ear to the stone and use perception. If he's interested.
I don't think there's any other special aurid senses. I mean, I guess you could use his kineticist abilities of stone, maybe, to try to sense something. I just don't know what other skill it would be.
Okay, well, a 19's pretty good. So as Peter puts his ear to the ground and slows his breathing to get more of a sense of what's happening, he feels like perhaps there are creatures mining very far off from here. But it's reverberating through the earth. It sounds like mining. It sounds like digging.
You would know that sound and that feeling.
Doesn't
it's
sound like there's an awful lot of them. Like, he would know the difference between like a small mining party and a large mining party. It sounds like a small mining party.
Because, I mean, he grew up in, like, that's where he's from, right? Is the mountains and the smithing. So mining and smithing are what he knows very well. Stonework, smithing, mining, harvesting of earthen. So yeah, that would make sense he would know it. So in the morning he will share with the party what he heard, and he will share with them the details that it's a small mining party some ways off.
Very good.
So someone in the area is digging, which is interesting. Do not know if
Who
it
would be
is.
digging up here?
I do not know it. Maybe the cult or maybe someone else. I do not know why you'd be digging up in this gold area, but it is here what you do here, you know?
Well, I didn't hear nothing, but I'm glad that you did, and, well, I guess we'll keep our eyes open. And our ears open from now on, perhaps find
Hey.
something else.
Listen for things. I think catnap sounds good though, don't you?
We just woke up.
But it's so warm in here. I don't want to go into the cold.
Alright.
Eat and go back to sleep, yes?
Well, maybe for half an hour. We gotta get going, though.
Fine, we can go. You people do not understand how nice it is to have warm catnap. Very sad.
Alright, and so we head off again into the wilderness.
What reckon we do go?
Alright, let's set up a small combat encounter. We're gonna have some trees and some rocks just like this.
We want to use
Maybe
this
in a
one or
slightly different
some stuff
format.
around?
Oh, I don't really mind. It's fine to do something like this. Let me go grab our enemies here. As we continue on, this howling that you have heard a number of times seems to not be getting close to us, but we seem to be getting closer to it.
Just changing up a little.
Mm-hmm. What I'd really like is, let's see,
What would you like?
I want to have some significant, like, cover over here.
Okay.
Something. Like this. Okay, so we're gonna have some trees. This is gonna be here.
You need more stones, or you good?
I think we're about where we need to be. I don't think any of this brush makes any sense at the moment. Something like this is pretty good. Alright, so yeah, we are journeying forward here. And we find actually a little area.
Some trees.
Yeah, cool. It's good. Sweet. Excellent. So, little area filled with trees and rocks. and we see in the center of this area there is a little pond that is mostly iced over, but not fully iced over. You see that there is some little holes in it. It definitely does not look like it is stable, but there are some little holes where you can see the water moving through them.
Are you thinking that they put the hole there, or are you thinking that the hole is natural? Because there is ways for that to happen.
Natural. Just splits.
So there's
cracks.
probably some steam coming up from the center. As there's a thermal vent that is causing it to be a melted area. Just a small bit of steam wafting. Because by this point it gets, cold, so only a little bit. But that'd explain why we'd come over and look at it and catch our eyes.
Yeah, it's still it's not a very hot steam.
No,
it's more
you'd have
like
to dive down 60 feet or more to get to where it would be hot.
yeah. But it does look like there is something moving. In fact, a few things moving in the water. It seems like there might be fish down there.
We could get some fish here if we have the means to go fishing, yes? Maybe get something tasty to eat. Skewer, you like fish?
Oh, it's about as much as any other meat, yep. Suppose it depends how big they are and how fresh they are, but freshly caught, that sounds pretty damn good to me.
Do you have things to catch them, Thurbold or Skewer?
Well, I've been shaping these sticks. Perhaps if we can find something else. Let's see if he has anything. We have rope. Not sure I gave anyone fishing tackle.
I don't think so, which is fine.
But we
Makes
don't
it more
have
interesting.
proper equipment, but we can perhaps craft something. Why don't we make craft checks to see what we can put together then?
Ooh. See if we can jimmy rig something.
I mean, it's not terrible. Ugh, that is terrible. Not really something Skewer's skilled in, but he will see what he gets. Oh, look at that.
Hey!
Thurbold is the one yet again who has the best success.
Something to work. I like the fish. Let's see if we can find some, yes? We'll make something that will work.
Well, you
Now,
are
I
proven
think,
to be quite adept adventurer here.
due
Thurbold.
to not
Very
having any ability to really smith a hooks or anything, I think he could make a fishing pole is what he does.
Yeah,
We could use this as a way to make a hook so he can actually have fishing gear.
Sure. Sounds good. All right then. Given
Skewer,
that
you want
that's
to go fishing
pretty
with
damn
me?
good, what we're gonna do then is I am going to drag this to Thurbold. There you go, Thurbold. That's some fishing tackle, thanks to our fine efforts here.
All right.
Excellent. And
Cool.
we do some fishing. Great. So
Survival checks? That'd be what it is.
yeah, there's nothing codified. So
So I was
yeah,
trying to figure out like what kind
gather
of check would
gather
it.
food. So survival makes the most sense for that. Yeah.
So let's have Thurbold and Skewer do that, because Thurbold was
Oh.
asking Skewer if you wanted to help him.
Sure. Huh. Well, Thurbold teaches Skewer a few things here about fishing.
This is how you fish, Skewer. You do not use pole like spear. You
As
must coax the
Skewer
fish into coming.
He's struggling with his line. You hear a very close howling coming from behind these rocks. You don't know exactly where, but somewhere
That does not sound good.
over there. It's very close, uncomfortably close. And within a fairly short amount of time, before we really have too much chance, we have a chance to equip our weapons. That's all that we get to do. So we can make sure that all of our weapons are equipped and be ready as two wolves appear, coming bounding through the cracks and crags of this rocky area. And we can roll initiative. So let's
You always
go
like
and add an
initiative.
encounter.
It never turns out poorly for us, yes? Ha ha ha.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to set us all up? Thank you. And skewer, roll.
You want to roll or you?
and
Okay.
roll.
Ooh. Marigold.
Indeed.
Then
Right,
Thurbold.
these wolves
then the
come
wolf.
bounding around, and you see that these are not normal wolves. Immediately upon bounding around, you see that they are covered in gore that looks really foul. There seems to be maybe acid on their skin. Like they seem to be burning away. Which, yeah, seems like they've got pustules on their
It is
skin.
disgusting.
So
I do not
bulbous,
like that.
bulbous acidic pustules as they come around.
Delightful.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
like
delightful.
Dragon's Dogma 2, the lesser dragons that have all the pustules all over, spit acid, and really kind of
Yeah.
nasty.
Indeed, indeed. So, Marigold is going to cast Protect a Tree. I've seen her do this a few times, and she's actually going to target this fallen tree here, and it's going to actually re-erect itself. That's the skin of this Protect a Tree, and it's going to be here. And she says, "Dearies, if you go over there, you should be protected. So stand next to that tree, okay? Hopefully."
So the
That's the
tree
plan.
protects us. Is it a tree of protection?
Yes, dearie.
Very cool. It is very good.
She will then command her raven to fly, and thanks to our level up, a raven now has a 40-foot fly speed. So, you can get to about here. And we'll fly up to where the wolves cannot reach with its second action, but just be in that general area, ready to come and assist if need be. And that is Marigold's turn. Purple. See these wolves bounding out? Gross postural growths on their bodies.
They look very disgusting. I do not think that I want them to persist. Ugh. If it wasn't open water, he could go in. But as is, he's going to need to go
It would be
here.
dangerous to do so. There is ice as well. It's only cracks in the ice that allowed us to fish in there, but it doesn't look especially thick ice, and so...
Yeah. Interesting. There's arrows and then arrows. Apparently there's two types of arrows.
It's probably just that, yeah, there's two lots. Wow.
And that critter hasn't gone yet.
Indeed, so you get sneak attack.
That means... Aww.
Still pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
A single arrow is just...
I think I hit him with my arrow. But it does not look like he went down. I think he may need additional persuasion. Bad dog.
Bad dog.
That is all Thurwald can do, so it is the wolf's turn. But it looks like it's the back one. Because them's the dice.
So you just made a single attack? Is that right?
I had to move twice
Oh, you
to get
moved
within
twice.
60 foot.
Okay, perfect. Alright, well, the back one, they've got a movement of 35.
You gotta love how it's the one in the back that is going first, so he has to get around his red.
Yep, so it'll only be 25 since he has to get around his friend.
Mm-hmm.
And then 35. Actually, it's going to spend 2 actions to prepare a jaw strike.
Okay.
That's what it's going to do. And it's like waiting there for the other, growling, holding its ground, teeth. Yeah, exactly. Peter?
I do not like the look of this bad dog. I think it's time to cause stone to fly.
Yeah, and you know that Protector Tree is there, so you could move up, potentially, if able.
That is 25, unfortunately. It is...
Just do it. We're fine. You can move there. It's fine.
So you're saying move here or here?
That's fine. Yeah, you can move.
Okay.
We 5 feet. Meh.
Yeah.
We're in narrative mode.
He's going to pop armor and earth because
Yeah. Being unarmored's probably not good. Yep, so he needs his aura up, and
it should be up. It says it's
yep,
up.
it's there. Yep, good. And
That would be 3 actions.
perfect. And you have put the armor on. 19.
Yes. Oh, that's a free action, so I will activate that.
Oh yeah, nice. All right. And now the mutant wolf 2 going to come bounding in.
Bad dog. Don't bite stone. It's bad for teeth.
It's going to attempt to strike with its jaws. Okay.
Yeah. Does hit.
13 points because there's a d6 acid in there.
Yep.
So 1 point of acid in there as the creature rips into Peter. And Peter, you can feel the burn as acid drips off its fangs.
How does the protector tree work with that?
All right, so the protector tree is going to interpose. So let me have a quick look. I think it's just going to be 10 damage at this stage. Yeah, it reduces the damage by 10.
10.
And will... So you'll take 3 only.
Is there an effect or anything, or no? We just calculate it. All right, that's fine.
Yeah, so just take 3.
Done. Bad dog.
Alright, so it moved and it attacked. Does have a final action. Now it can't use this. We've dealt damage to a creature with its jaws doing the previous action. It will tear. Use the tear action. Effect.
Hooray.
Tears at the creature's flesh. And we're going to just deal damage. It's going to be 7 damage. And there's going to be a persistent acid damage effect on you now. When you deal
great.
yourself damage from that, it should automatically apply.
Yeah.
There it is. And yeah, that acid is starting to burn into Peter's skin. Burn his flesh.
That's just wonderful.
Oh yeah. Skewer is way back there.
Luckily, Skewer runs 30 feet.
Yeah. Absolutely. So he can get... I'm going to get him to here so that he can reach. He's going to bound across the snow. It's not spiders, they're wolves. No spiders here.
Cruelfang. Yeah, these are mutant wolves. Bad
He is
dogs.
going to make
Bad,
a
ugly, sick
snagging
dogs.
strike here with his pike. So, snagging strike. Ew. Unfortunately, not quite enough there, as he tries to skewer it, but is unsuccessful. Marigold.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to target Peter. And we are going to cast Blood Ward on Peter.
Interesting. Blood Ward.
Yes. She is going to choose Animal. And so, this is the first time we've had this spell. It says your patron's Aegis descends to shield a target from harm. Designate one of the following creature traits. We're choosing Animal. Target gains +1 stats bonus to saving throws and armor class against creatures with that trait.
Nice.
So you now have
nice.
+1 armor class against creatures with the Animal trait. So that is one action to do that, believe it or not, to give you +1 armor class and saving throws. And
Yeah,
then
that's good. It's a really good spell.
she is going to Slashing Gust and target both of them. So we're going to target the first one. And we're going to target the second one. Okay, not so good, but the first one will be a critical hit on that one. So we're going to target this.
The other one's still on guard since he didn't attack, so he's able to dodge it.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to roll damage. And we're going to double that as a slashing gust of wind strikes out at the mutant wolf.
That wolf isn't looking as good.
And that will be her turn. Double.
Very good. Very good. You did wonderful. I hope I can do half
levels
as good
will
as
do
you.
that. Levels will do that. Woohoo!
I hit. I do like to hit, you know? It makes them disappear and stop bothering us. And since has someone within range, sneak attack, right? Or not? I was trying to remember the rules on that.
It's not off guard to you at the moment because I didn't hit it with skewer. If I had hit it with skewer, it would be off guard.
So is off guard the only way to get sneak attack?
Yes.
I thought it was. Okay.
Let me double check.
Didn't understand. Let me look here. Sorry, I'm still trying to get that down. I've played too many different editions. I have them all bouncing around. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, has the off guard condition with an agile or finesse melee weapon or an agile or finesse unarmed attack or a ranged attack. Yeah, has to be
Okay,
off
so
guard.
it doesn't that. Okay. So yeah, he wouldn't get it without that. So he only did 1 damage with the extra 3.
Well, it is what it is.
Does not seem like the arrow did very good. I'm disappointed.
Did you modify it?
No, I have not modified the enemy yet. I can.
Okay, I can do it.
Okay.
There it is. So it's badly injured now. Anything else then?
Yeah, I think he's just gonna try for it. Because we need to take him down. Oh. I guess then give him a quip.
Unfortunately, not quite. Yeah.
You really are a tumorous prick, aren't you? You really should go and cleanse yourself, you filthy G-mutt.
Ooh.
Really?
He tries to talk to these wolves who are just animals.
They don't care.
They don't care. All right. Well, with that, it is the mutant.
Flipped it. Yep, good. I fixed it.
Turn. And that one did have an action wasted, so is going to move up against Skewer. This is a harder encounter, this one, just by the bar.
Severe. Feels like it.
Miss. Fantastic. And one final Jaws attack. Just hits. Does damage. Ow! Jeez! Ow!
Wow.
Stop that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay. Oof. Damn right. Peter, seeing this other mutant wolf tearing into Skewer, acid going everywhere. You take that persistent acid damage. Lovely. Brufang,
I do
for
not
that
like this.
misfit thing, we can have a chat about it. Maybe just message me and we can have a chat. Sounds all right. I don't know if there's any commitment to it or whatever. You need to let me know if there's
Yep.
a
Shoot me the
specific
details,
process
Krufang.
or whatever. Yeah, and we'll consider it.
If you would be so kind. Oh, look. Free.
Yeah.
Oh, it does it already. I don't need double infusion. Nice thing with that is, oh yeah. My abilities are now agile, if I want, or backswing, or forceful, or reaching, or sweeping.
Wow, that's really good.
As is, I think we need agile right now. And I can make it bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We haven't, in this case, it doesn't look like it's going to matter, but sometimes it will matter, so that's great. Oof, that's not good dice there.
No, dice hate me, which is why I said agile.
Oh, man.
They really hate me.
We need these things dead.
Yep.
Oh,
We're any of those.
horrible.
Yeah, 11. 11 was the best roll I got.
You can, so there's a automatic recovery check there for you. Oh,
Hey.
nice. So you can get that success, which is good. The wolf will target you and will try and strike you with its jaws.
After we just whiff everything. Oh, look, they easily roll above 10s.
Yep, they're nasty. 12 points of damage. Then we're going to tear, which is more damage just for free, because that's what they do. So both of those to you.
Yay.
Ow. Ow. Not nice. Stop it.
Yep, Peter's near death.
Alright, Skewer. He's going to try and still target that one, knowing that if we don't kill at least one, we are definitely going to die. So, here's the snagging strike.
Why can I
for the
not
round.
like roll above a 10? Like I got an 11. That's the nicest it was to me. You can. Well done, Skewer.
16 points. So, yeah. Thunk. He is then going to position himself. Actually, he might stay here. Peter can make his way here.
Yep.
It's not going to matter. It's still movement. So he will, with his second action, target the next wolf. He will make a combat grab. It does have the press trait, which means it cannot be the first thing that he does. It is using his
Luckily, he already killed a wolf, so it's the second thing.
He does not hit, unfortunately. That's okay. With his final action, what skills do we have? He is going to try and intimidate it. Okay.
It's a 19 versus its will of 17.
So it is frightened one. As he just roars in its face.
That is where having those other actions on a sheet can be handy because they have a roll to it, so it auto-calculates for you.
Mm-hmm. Something to consider. Marigold.
Just thought I'd mention that, just to try to make life easier in the future if we find that we're going to be doing something like that
Moves.
a good bit.
And is then going to use battle medicine. So we're going to roll our medicine check. Oh, hell yeah. So what this means is we get to
Crit.
roll this many. Boom. Oh, 23 hit point heal.
Beautiful.
Alright, so
Marigold,
she
thank you. I
will
feel
come
much
over.
better. You did amazing.
Yep,
You know
she
how
grabs
to
her
mend
heels,
rocks
kicks, starts
so
wrapping
well.
his words up. She's like, well, dearie, I'm 77, and I've been doing this since I was 16, so...
You have
Just
very
a-
much experience. You are very good.
Just a few years, dearie. And then she's gonna target the wolf with her final action. And she is going to cast Wilding Word on it. Could you
Give me the effect? Yes. Oh,
do me a will save with that creature? Oh, that's not gonna matter.
See, it lets me roll well when it's not me.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It's so funny.
Purple.
Oh, it is. It's absolutely. I'm just pointing it out. It's funny.
Actually, she
I
couldn't
hope I
have
don't
done
sound
that.
upset. It's funny.
Couldn't have done that anyway. My apologies, because she does have to sustain. So she is going to sustain instead of that. My apologies. Bit of a retcon there.
Nope, it's
because
perfect.
it's more
The wolf
important
wasted
for
its
Peter
20.
to have. More important for Peter to have the
Would she have gone there, or would she have
On
gone
the west.
behind Peter?
That's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
That's
I just
fine.
thought maybe she would
just needed
stay
to
behind
be
him, touching.
touching.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fine.
Just
All right,
give her a
so
little
that
more
is
cover,
her
I figured.
turn. The mutant wolf, right next to Skewer.
Is he gonna go for
I'll
skewer or
target.
will you acquire target?
I think they're mindless, like what they're just creatures. So, let's see.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, we'll just continue to go at it. Does not. Second attack. Does not. Nice.
Lucky dog, skewer.
Oh no. Very unlikely. Yep. So, Peter, the wolf continues to attempt to maul and bite
Leave
and
my
tear.
friend alone.
No,
That
no
should
one's
make-
dead. No one's dead.
That should make him off. What do you call it?
Yes, it will. Oh god.
Where is it?
Yeah, off guard.
Where to find it? I'm not seeing
Welcome in, Malkoff. It will just do it automatically.
it. Oh, it does?
It'll apply. Yeah, it'll apply it for melee attacks.
Okay.
You'll see it reflected
So-
in the armor class that it comes up with
Move.
when you target it.
Fuse and... What does forceful do? I don't recall. Do you remember?
It just adds damage for the second attack.
Okay. So none of these really help. So he's going to punch it. Big stony fist. Hey. Okay, so it does. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And thunk.
Ugh.
Really? Ah.
You didn't have two actions to.
I could have
give it-
done two, but I thought maybe two separate ones would be better because then I can add the damage twice from strength. But not if I miss. I
It's-
should have just
yeah.
done the double.
Double, yeah, doing two actions. Thank you for the biddies. Doing two
Yep,
actions
I
is
should
good
have.
because you just add damage rather than risk missing.
Yep. No, you're right. I
But-
should have.
But still damage, still good. It's all
Not
a
yet,
learning
Malkoff, not
process. It's all a learning process.
So just a little thump.
So a recovery check for you. Oh, you're
Hey.
doing really well with these. That's
So apparently
excellent.
Peter can recover. He's just not so good at hitting.
This will be a snagging strike.
We have Peter's a kinestheticist. A kineticist. We have Skewer, who is a fighter. We have Marigold, who is a witch. And we have Theribold, who is a...
He will then try to combat grab, making another attack. Not as
Yeah.
successful. He's just going to stay there, and he's going to... What is he going to do with his final action? I've already intimidated it.
You'll fart
fact,
in his
that's
general
done.
direction, so that you may taunt him a second time.
That's gonna go away now. You know what? Yeah. Figured.
You never know.
Marigold is going to continue to concentrate on Peter's armor class. She is going to slashing gust against it, so we'll cast that. Making an attack.
You can do it, Marigold. Nice.
All right, sure, Marigold. That's doubled. Oops.
10 damage.
apologies.
Badly injured.
Undid a thing. Yep.
It was
she
good
will
hit,
then-
Marigold. You're champion. You're MVP, whatever that is.
She will then do that. Can I get you to roll the will save for me? Normal success, which means that it is -2 to attack her. So still something, but Thurball, badly injured wolf, surrounded by your companions.
needs to die. I am not very fond of such thing. But it is diseased and do not need to plague the lands. But I cannot hit because I cannot roll above a 10. It is just wonderful. Because it is just so annoying to do such thing. I'm just going to keep going because it's silly at this point.
Silly. Yeah, so Skewer here is a fighter,
Arrows keep
Peter.
flying overhead.
kineticist, Marigold Witch, and Thurball Rogue. Yeah, Wolf now has 2 targets.
Wait. He's not counting as off guard. Shouldn't he be off guard?
He's not off guard to Thurball. He's off guard to Skewer and to Peter. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how flanking works. You are off guard to the flanking people,
I
not
thought
to
you hit him
anything
with
else.
your off guard pike.
Oh, in that case, yes, I did. Did you miss by 2? No, you missed by 3. So it's not
3.
gonna matter.
Yep, I was just noticing that too. So it's like it didn't matter. It's all good.
Okay. Do you want to roll a D2 on a 1? It'll be Skewer. On a 2, it'll be Peter. All right, going after Peter. Turns, brandishes its.
At least I have 20
jaws.
AC now, thanks to wonderful Marigold.
Misses.
Ow! We missed! Oh, it hit.
Just hit. Which means that we get to do damage. And we need to
I hate it.
tear doing
I hate
damage.
I hate it. Oops.
Alright. Both of those. These wolves are nasty pieces of work.
Yeah.
18. Wow.
I hate him.
Yep. But that's the wolf's
I hate him,
turn.
Matt. I hate him.
Peter. Yeah.
I don't like evil wolf. Wolf need to die.
Oh.
I'm gonna hero point that because we gotta end this, and this is just getting absolutely absurd. Like seriously.
Oh. Yes. What?
What is with this game? Oh, now I can roll just a 10.
Boy. Oh,
It
boy.
hates him doing anything.
Level 2. We just got to
Well,
level 2.
Peter can't do anything. Yay!
So Skewer is going to target the wolf.
He can recover.
He can absolutely recover. We're going to do a snagging strike.
My guys cannot attack. Thurbold can once in a while.
We're going to combat grab.
Oh, you got a 3. Hey, you got an 18. You did better than me.
So we're going to roll damage. So 6. And with combat grab, if the strike hits, you grab the target. So it gains the grabbed condition. So it gives it a quick strike, grabs. And he might try and battle medicine himself.
Nice.
That'll do. So,
Addaloo.
2d8.
Addaloo. Success is a success. At least it's something.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, it is. Heal.
One shy of max.
Yep. He brings himself almost up to full. And with that, Marigold is going to continue her concentration on Peter's armor class. She is going to slash and gust against the creature. Oop. Nice. Nice and consistent. 4 points.
You know what's crazy?
Near death. Yeah.
She has the
Double.
same modifier to hit that Peter does. But Peter can't hit.
Dice are dice, man.
I know.
Alright.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Can Thurbold finish this thing
Thurbold
off?
has a little bit less, which is understandable why he has a harder time. But still, he's not been rolling much above 10.
Now he does.
Unless he apparently decides to go the other direction. So,
Alright.
okay.
I think that's gonna kill it.
Is he
Let's
off
see
guard
it.
or not?
Yeah.
He's off guard to skewer? Yeah.
Yeah, because he's grabbed.
Or because he's skewer. Not-
Oh,
Eh.
14. That'll do it. Boom. Woof. What an encounter. So, Thurbold finishes the wolf. Acid just starts leaking out of the pustules. We all step away.
These things were nasty. I don't feel so good. I hurt. Very much all over my body.
We should be able to help you, dearie. So, yeah. Marigold and Skewer will both roll just normal first aid. So it takes 10 minutes. Not quite for Marigold. She's kind of tired at the end of the encounter. Skewer will
Thurbold
get
has
there.
4 on medicine if you want him to try anything. I don't know.
So you'll get 8 from Skewer's healing. Well, you'd need to roll an 11, and if you roll a 6 or below, it's not really good.
Yeah, that's my concern. So, should we try it or not risk injuring
Well,
it?
we could just spend another 10 minutes. Well, you're fortified for an hour, so or bolstered for an hour. So,
Yeah. I mean, I'll have him
we
roll it. I just have a feeling he's probably not going to make it.
Oh, he makes it. So 2d8.
All right. Well, things happen.
Nice. Very good. So we take 10 minutes. We
Everyone
assist
plays with.
Peter.
Everyone plays patch up the big guy.
And yeah, we can potentially, if we want, gather some acid with survival checks for those that might want to do that. I'm not sure that anyone wants to do that.
I mean, I got +5 for survival as the best. And if we fail, we probably take acid damage.
Take damage. Yeah. I think we're just gonna leave it there.
It would be great, but I don't know that that's a wise choice. I think maybe it's not as wise.
All right.
Hey, Deep. Awesome.
And so this was our
Sorry, I beat
encounter.
you to it. Bots are annoying. I hate them. Thank you for adding that.
This was good.
Yeah, it hurt a lot.
Severe encounters will do that.
Yeah.
And so we right ourselves. We can investigate the situation. Obviously, these are no normal wolves.
Yeah.
So
trying to
Marigold
figure
is
out-
going to roll a nature check, see if she can figure out what the heck is going on. Nope, she cannot.
Peter's gonna do survival to see about like where they came from and survey the area to see what we can find. See if the dice hate Peter. Thunderbolt will
Skewer
try
will
to work with
also-
Marigold on that. And won't, because he also is hated by the dice to roll
Okay.
under 10.
None of us can work out what has gone on with these wolves, just the fact that they are not normal and have acidic pustules that burst and apparently imbue their attacks with acid really horribly.
They really do remind me of the Lesser Dragons on Dragon's Dogma 2. All the pustules, nastiness, and acid burns.
And we trek off again. There's no more howling.
Finally have silence. That is nice.
Let's make survival checks moving on to both find shelter
Don't
for
pet
the
two
night
werewolves. Deep. Sure.
and
Full round of survival for everyone?
yeah, find shelter, weather the cold, all of the things. Marigold's not doing great. Skewers, all right.
What was the DC you're making?
It
16?
should be 16. Yeah.
Because we can do that. And then we can easily do this.
Ooh.
So we
So
can see
most of
easier.
us succeeded. Yeah, so that's really good. So we
Yeah.
do trek onwards and find suitable cover for the night, gaining rest. And so,
Full rest.
rest. Yep. Marigold will immediately exhaust her mystic armor because she has to.
Does she want to make the soup again?
I will just keep it on because we haven't used it.
Okay.
Fine.
Kind of what I figured, but want to make sure we were clear with it.
Okay. So yes, the dawn of another day, have been traveling now. This is our third day of travel. Journeying onwards and upwards.
This is not
Ever
nice.
higher?
It is too frozen. Where are these blast cultists? I do not like them.
We climb, we look, we find. Yes, Marigold, is that how it work?
That's right, dearie. It is extraordinarily cold this morning. In fact, we are up to severe coldness. What this means is we can become fatigued more quickly during overland travel and can cause damage if harsh enough. It is currently 5 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yay. Hey, Deep, how would you feel about 5 degrees Fahrenheit? Or Silver Wolf? Who else has been chatting here? Malkov, Cruel Fang.
Let's roll a d6. I'll get you to roll a d6 and see how many hours it takes us to get to the next thing. 4,
See,
of course it
they
does.
love rolling poorly. That's why you have me do it.
That's why I have you do it.
You want it to be worse. You have me do it.
Minor cold. Okay, so... Alright, you want to make a coin flip again? A 1 means 1d6, and a 2 means 2d6. Of course it's going to be a 2. Let's see.
Oh,
No,
hey.
1d6. Alright, so we're going to take a d6 of cold damage, DM. 5, nice. All of us.
I'll do it. Oh, you got it?
Damage.
What about
Okay.
Visa? Does she take 5?
Yep,
That's not good.
sure does.
She's half dead.
Freezing.
That'll be interesting if you lose your familiar.
Yeah, let's try not to do that. Alright, so we're gonna have a thing happen now. Can everyone please
Wolfing,
make...
if the fox bites me, then he can't have cookies. I only give cookies to good foxes. Can everyone do what?
Alright, it is gonna be... Just looking at this, sorry. Perception, and then... Yeah, we'll do perception first.
What's the DC?
You don't want to know?
Well, I figured it gives us the ability to put it in there. Where is it?
Very high. It's very high.
I don't see the create one for that. That's annoying.
Mm-hmm. Funnily enough,
Hey,
we
look,
don't see the
I
thing.
can't roll.
All right. This will be potentially our first usage of our soup, because we are now going to need to make reflex saving throws.
Visa doesn't see it either.
Visa does not need a reflex saving throw. Because Visa is flying. So all the rest of us need.
Thank
Let
you,
me.
cool thing.
So the DC for this reflex saving throw is also ridiculously high. 25, please. You want to set that up for me?
I was trying to get the DC to work. I need to get something else to work for that because it's not giving me it for the saves. It's only for skills.
Ah.
Oh, I need to look into the other way to do that one.
Okay, that's fine.
I think I know a way
we
to do it.
will-
I don't have it right on hand, so
All right,
we'll
well,
have to do it the other way.
we'll just roll them. Just roll them.
Yep.
So reflex, please. Marigold nearly succeeds. That's insane. Yep, we're all failing. That's what I thought.
Right.
That's the intention.
You
Sir.
just TPK'd everyone. I get it.
I didn't. You gotta trust. Trust. Trust is good. Can you activate for me the cave lair properly?
Yes. Why is it not letting me activate it?
It might already have been done.
Okay, yours says it's already there. That's why.
Basic walls. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly draw some walls. I didn't do this earlier,
Nope.
but
Why would
it'll
we
just
do
mean
that?
will just mean that our vision is proper to what it should be.
Yeah, it's good to do.
Just approximates. Doesn't have to be exact. Do you want to, just help me draw some walls?
Yeah. If it wants to let me.
Just so that we can see what our vision is. It's also going to be dark, so we might just need to alter the properties. This.
Yep, 'cause I didn't do that.
Just purchased this map today, so. It's going to be dark. We haven't had darkness come up much yet, so it's time for that. It doesn't have to be like super crazy, just approximates.
I have a habit of trying to make good because I've made other things like the train and whatnot where I'm like, it matters.
Yeah,
So it's, habit.
it's fine. So good. Okay, we're getting there. Alright, so effectively we are falling, and we're about to get the description of that here in just a moment as we organize our vision. Make sure that we can see what we should be able to see and not see what we shouldn't be able to see. There. Yeah, so actually what we'll do, I'll do the description and then any other map things, because we're coming up to our time for a break anyway, we'll do the rest of the stuff in our break. We're going to /ban.
You lost connection. What? So they lost the connection there for a minute.
All right, so the description, yes. A pit, a hidden pit, opens up, and we all fall into it. On a failure, which we all failed, we all fall 30 feet into a dark pit. The close walls cushion the fall, so the 30-foot fall only inflicts 5 bludgeoning damage to each of us, except for Visa. So we're just going to take 5 bludgeoning damage each.
She's flying.
Still a fair bit at this level, but better than... I'll get you to do yours.
Yep. Just trying to work on the walls. But I will make sure I take care of that.
However, the walls completely obscure vision, and you are effectively blind for the entire fall. They are also slick with some sort of mud or ooze, and you realize upon sliding down that it's going to be very difficult to climb back out again. We are all falling prone, so I'm going to, except for Vita as well, we are all going to be prone when we come back. So there's prone. It's prone. That's prone. And prone. As we fall, and we can feel that the ground is also slippery. Did anyone get less than 15 on their saving throw? Yes. Fantastic. I need us to make another reflex save. All of us. So... even with the plus, so reflex save for Marigold. Uh-oh. Reflex save for Skewer.
Great.
He's alright. I will get reflex saves from Thurball and Peter again, please.
Yep.
Because Thurball's critical failure has meant that he pulls snow with him, and it falls down upon us. Only Marigold is going to take damage. Actually, it's basic, so we're going to take half damage. The rest of us.
Yay. We love all
Half
the damage.
of that. So she takes 6. And the rest of us take half. So I'll apply that while you do your map. Half.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So snow and rocks and stuff get pulled down because Thurball critically failed and started to scramble and like, but it all sort of came down with us. And we are in darkness.
I don't know what you mean. I can see fine. You're not able to see here.
Bigger. Lighting. Darkness is going to be like that. There we go.
Are you able to hear me, Matt?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna check every so often just because of the fun we've had.
So, Marigold is blind, Thurball is blind, Skewer can see, and Peter can see.
Skewer's
with
dark
that-
sight?
Yeah,
Ah,
he has. Let's have a look. What has he got that's doing that? He has dark vision.
cool.
Yeah.
So,
I believe from Hobgoblin, I think.
probably, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I technically have dark vision plus, even though there's no such thing. But I had dark vision from base ancestry, and then had it also from +1 to it. So if none, low light. If low light, dark vision from the other. So
So, we all open our eyes in darkness, but obviously, Peter and Skewer can see. The others cannot. We have taken a fall and taken damage, and then pulled down rocks and snow upon us and taken more damage. It is slippery where we are, and we don't know where we are. We have fallen 30 feet down into darkness into this cave, and that is where we're going to resume at the end of our 5 or 10 minute break.
yeah.
So, put us to our Be Right Back screen. Folks, stay with us. I hope you're enjoying the show, and we will be back very soon with the second half.
Bio break.
Bio break. I will catch you in a minute.
Nice comment there, Deep. Matt reacted, but I was just clicking live, so you missed his reaction.
Oh, we can do that again.
Then we'd have to call it Matt's tongue. Or Matt's orifice.
Yeah, no thanks.
I think maybe I'll avoid those.
I am noticing that on yours, I am significantly closer than I
And I'm trying to figure
feel.
out why, because it's the same source. All I did was trim the edge a little bit, and that's it. Like, if you see on mine, like, I trimmed the edge just a little bit. But for some reason, with yours, it decided to make it like you're here instead of from this to this. And it's like...
Yeah, because you can see in video that it's nothing like that. Like, anyway, it is what it is.
It trimmed off more than it was supposed to, and I'm trying to figure out why and how to get that fixed.
Did you shift trim or alt trim?
Neither. It's actually a filter overlay to make it look like we tore the page out around us.
Right. Okay, that's fine. We'll sort it. It's fine. We're good. All right. So here we are. If you weren't with us when we went on our break, we have just fallen into a 30-foot hole that is dark. We don't know where we are. We don't know what is happening. All right. So with all of that said and done, I need to populate this area, don't I? With the things that are actually here. So I need to put that there. Just let me rearrange and set these things up, please.
Our whole
Why don't you talk to the
group
situation?
has low light vision or dark vision, which is helpful. However, only Peter and Skewer have dark vision. So Marigold and Thurbold are currently unable to see.
Yep. That is
The
the
situation. A bit of a
situation.
problem. After falling, slimy surfaces and whatnot. Not sure if it's moisture or something else, but what we do know is it makes it hard to move and do things. Probably going to be near impossible to climb back up the way we came. And, yeah. It hurt.
It did hurt. You're correct. Not as much potentially as it could have, but
Right. Well, luckily we hit the wall and kind of slid instead of just a straight drop and breaking our legs. But yeah. Not so nice.
nope, not nice at all. All right, cool. Well, that should sort us out. Okay, so Peter or Skewer, you can hear Marigold and Thurball complaining about their lack of vision.
What do you mean it you can see fine, no?
No, dearie, I'm afraid I can't see in the dark.
We're in cave. There is doorway in front of us into more cave. We have up above, on top of where head is, we have hole where we fell in.
Okay, dearie,
Skewer
well-
Thurbold, can you see?
If you don't mind, I think I might light my torch.
Oh, sure, torch is good if you need to see. Skewer Thurbold, you're able to see or no?
I can.
I am with Marigold. I cannot see in this. A place that you say you can. I do not understand how you can see with no lights.
So I'm just working out.
Should we
all
have
that.
Thurbold and Marigold do torch, or just one
I think
torch?
that would probably be a good idea. So I'll do marigolds. He's going to be 20 and 20.
Well,
And
then I
it's going
guess
to
our dear
be-
friend Thurbald needs to pull out some cards.
There we go.
Why would he have cards?
Wow, that is a really, really annoying animation. Let's slow that one down, shall we?
Turn it off. There's an automatic one. Is that the one you're talking about, or?
I don't know. You tell me. I just
Okay. So in your inventory, you can click torches lit, and it does that.
Okay, 1 second. Let's say vision, appearance, light, none. Basic, none.
So it's not showing any light on the character because
So
it's
where is
a
torches lit?
auto effect. Under in your character sheet, under actions,
Yeah.
you have torches lit or torches not lit.
Okay. Cool. Gotcha.
Does that effect work, or is it too much?
It's fine. Yeah, it's not as horrible. Okay, so we have torches in our hands, which means, Thurball, if you have it in your hand, which you do, you cannot actually use your bow.
Which is why it's not out.
Just letting you know.
What was the difference between daggers and darts?
Keywords and things.
Which one would be better? That's what I'm trying to think of. Let's see. 10-foot thrown, finesse, agile,
Darts are better.
D4, and darts are thrown, agile.
Thrown 20
They're not
feet.
Finesse, it's
Agile.
thrown 20 foot.
Yeah.
And finesse just lets you use dex, which you're already going to use for thrown anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, darts are better. Cool.
Yeah, just throwing weapons add your strength modifier to damage.
So Thurbold is going to take out a deck of cards and start juggling it, I think.
Nice.
So he's going to do
This is the
those.
first time he's done this.
Oh yeah. So everyone's like, why do you have cards? Cards make me feel better here. It's, it's think of what I do.
I did not even know you had cards, dearie.
Yes. Always have cards. It's where you can play, I like playing cards. It's my preferred thing. I have good skills in it. And gambling. It's what I make money. So, he's going to be doing that because of it.
Okay. Well, dearie, at least we can see a little bit. I don't know about those of you that can see in the dark, but now with the torches, can actually make some things out. So, how should we proceed? It looks like, she looks up, I don't think in my old age that I can make it up there, dearie. How should we proceed? We should be careful, yes?
Definitely, we should be careful, because it does not feel good here. It feels slimy, like there is problem.
Yes, it is rather hard to maintain your footing. And in fact, if you attempt to move, you will need to balance. Balance
Yay.
requires an acrobatics check. At least while in this room. As soon as we're out, which is right next to Peter, so as soon as he takes that one step, he'll be okay. But he does need to make an acrobatics check to make that step without falling over. So Skewer is going to attempt the check.
Oh. Is not letting me do it.
Marigold is going to
I
attempt
might
the
have
check.
to add a dart to actually have one. I'm in the stance, but I'm not seeing it activate a deck of cards, and I have 2 decks of cards.
Yeah, like it's probably not going to. Like Foundry doesn't know that you've got
Nope,
the thing.
it's fine. I was just letting you know, so when you see it there, you know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. All good.
And to be clear with people watching, so they see me adding darts, they're like, what's he doing? It's like, no, it's there. It's just not that.
Mm-hmm. Acrobatics. Oof, that's not a crit fail, thank you. That's good. Alright, you only need 15, but still something. Skewer has made it, so he will make his way out of the room. Marigold hasn't. So she stays. She falls over. Skewer is no longer prone. Marigold is still prone. She tries to get up and immediately falls back over. Visa just flies out.
Right?
Ah!
All right. Have them at it. Why is he now overweight? He wasn't before the darts, and now it's saying he's overweight with the darts.
Mm-hmm.
But I took the weight off the darts. That is weird. All right. Whatever. I'll focus and we'll do it later. So I need to do acrobatics checks for them. You said Marigold failed.
Yes.
Peter's
But not
going
critical.
to grab her without moving and just put her in the room.
All right. So she will be put into the room. And she is now not prone.
Hey.
Nice. We
Of course,
moved out of
Thirdball
the
just
way.
walks in. Thirdball just walks in like,
I do not understand why you think it is difficult to do. You just walk. See, it is fine. There's no problem.
and then Peter's gonna try to walk and probably fall on his face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's quite a crit fail, but yeah. You got a 9. What is the DC you said? 15?
15.
Yeah, so he's just like, can't quite make it. So he's going to grab on the side and try to pull himself in. Just like, not even bother with the other stuff.
Okay.
That'd be just another acrobatics or something else.
You can do athletics for that.
Because he's like, yeah, this isn't working. Looks like it may be too slippery for that.
Yeah, it's really slippery in this room.
You know, I have idea. I think I make it so it is not so slippery.
Okay.
He's going to do that in base kinesis. Change the shape of the floor so that it's more jagged and rough, so that any moisture or slick bits will kind of seep down into the ridges and turn it into a floor with basically grooves in it.
Cool. You do that, and then you can move out. There you go.
Gotta be creative sometimes. I'm like, wait a minute, why is he going that route? He can just do it. Why don't I do that?
And this isn't a particular hazard. It was just slippery, so
Yep.
you can do that. When it comes to particular hazards, it
Then
might be
we'll-
different.
yeah.
All right. So you see a long, mirrored hall. Believe it or not, there are mirrors or mirrored surfaces. These are not manufactured mirrors. These are like crystalline, and they're not perfect mirrors. They're mottled, but they do at least show reflections, weird reflections, mutated reflections of ourselves. All the
Adria
way
says that
through
I
this
sound
room.
like Colossus. I do not understand this.
Oh wait, you meant for Peter. Mirrored surfaces with crystals. Beautiful, Matt. I like it. Sorry.
It's okay. Marigold, before she goes forward, is like, dearies, I'm not sure about you all, but I'm feeling quite damaged. I fell quite away, and then I suffered from the rocks and snow, and it's been rather cold today, and, well, I think I might need a little bit of time to, just tend to myself before we go on, because, well, if there are any real dangers down here, then it might be bad.
I agree. I do think that you, Thurbold and Skewer, look like they could have seen some better days too. But you do look like you took the roughest of it, my dear Marigold. I'm glad you healed the 13 points. That is very good.
Skewer will try to tend to himself.
We'll have Thurbold try himself. With low chance of success. And somehow makes it.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
So that's 2d8.
It is.
So 8.
Okay. Looking a little better. We could take a little bit more time.
Do we want to take a little more, or do we want to push on? Good either way.
What do you think? I think we're alright. None of us is more than barely injured.
Yeah, so I think it'd be okay to press on, but I don't see issue pausing a moment and healing up more if we don't see any threats.
Thurbold, you have been good at perceiving things in the past. Do you see anything that might be an issue in this corridor?
I do not see much, but let me try listening. I'm better with the ears, you know. Do not have the vision of our friends here. I do think I can listen for things to come.
So he is going to listen, and therefore use his sharp ears, is what I'm going to let him do, to have a slight bonus to listening for things.
Wow. Alright, you hear a couple of things there, Bob. You hear thunk, thunk, thunk.
That is disturbing. Someone is thunking up ahead. I do not know why you would go thunk thunk, but someone is doing the thunk thunk up ahead.
So you hear that?
Strange.
And then you hear something else.
There is some creepy voice up there too. I'm not sure what it is. It sounds like a little critter.
Mm-hmm.
Like an annoying little birdie trying to make noise as you try to kill it and eat it, you know?
Let me just have a look at this face.
Very strange. Maybe we need to be ready for problems. I do not like sound.
Okay, so if Thurbold understands Undercommon, which is known as Sackfroth in
There's
the new version.
2 languages I need to give him, and so that's one of the things I was going to go over with you at some point.
All right, well, now's a good time.
What are some good languages that we should have him take?
Yeah, I'm gonna need to look at that too, because I have unallocated ones as well.
Exactly. So we hadn't bothered except for the ones that are default, because It's not been an issue.
Right.
So he is from a more southern tropical area, but he does speak the catfolk language, which would work for that area. Amarun.
Yep.
So we could have Amarun be, even though it's the catfolk language, it could be the language that the other creatures who come from there learn to speak as well as kind of the national language.
Okay.
But I'm okay having something else as well. Because some of these languages wouldn't be per se in our setting, but something akin to them. So
Yeah.
what do we want to make be? Do we want to keep them the same, or do we want to change some stuff up? Would either way. Because there is a ton
Oh, yeah,
of
no.
languages.
Yeah, there are.
Like almost an absurd quantity.
Yeah.
You could literally
Yeah.
take the linguist feat in every single aspect possible of linguist to get every language possible, and you could never get them all.
Right. So I've given Marigold, Elven, Gnomish, Fae, Halfling. I'm looking through the list to see if there might be something else. I'm thinking about Mab, and I'm thinking about what she might have potentially. Because I'm looking for maybe
Yeah.
something that's like an old language, like that's. So Fae might represent that. I'm not sure what else would like.
But I think Fae works well. See, like that's the thing. Like some of these languages, I don't even know what they are. What is endorphin? Endorphin? Ancient Osarian?
Well, that's Galarian. So
Yeah.
Osari is like a Egyptian themed kind of place
Okay.
in Galarian. A lot of these are Galarian specific.
Right. So I might look at
so-
seeing about.
I think if we
Clearance
stick to the
stuff, but-
things that are
Common?
obviously races that we understand what they are, rather
Yeah.
than Galarian specific
That's what I was going to say.
things.
If we stick with the common, not common language, but the common labeled ones. What do you think about that? Other than
Yeah,
for
I'm-
like the racial
happy.
specific ones.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Okay.
Thinking maybe she knows Jotun, which is like giant, maybe?
And she could speak with Peter. Peter knows Jotun.
I'm gonna do
Due
that.
to
It makes
his
sense. So common, elven, fae, gnomish, halfling, Jotun. Yeah. I think that's good. It's good
She could know
mix.
Wild Song. That's the druid one for nature talk.
She's not a druid, and it is
it's secret.
banned to everyone, and it's not.
Yep.
It is.
I just saw that.
So
I was trying to look at what other ones look like they could be. That.
yeah, maybe Sylvan if there's Sylvan. Don't know if there's Sylvan.
I don't see a Sylvan.
No, it's probably just called Fae. I think this is
Yeah.
pretty good. I think it makes sense.
Faye's good.
Aliad? Aliad.
Do you see
Not
it on
even
the
in the
list here? Because I sure don't see it on the list here. It would have to be added, which we could do. I might look
I'll
at
list it.
homebrewing the languages to change it.
Yeah. That's alright. For now, that's pretty good. We've got a good
Yeah.
good representation.
Okay, so he's saying it's in Pathfinder. Or isn't in Pathfinder.
But yeah, she knows a lot of languages. 1, 2,
yeah.
3, 4. Yeah, a whole bunch. Alright. So
What should we... Peter needs one language, and Thurbold needs 2 languages.
So he's good. Emerald.
Oh, there's actually a language called Elder Thing.
No.
Um,
No.
But things would be fitting for that.
Well, he's a trader, right? So he trades with
Yeah.
foreign. Well, he
gambler.
comes from a. Yeah, he comes from. Well, but he comes from a city that's got trade across the ocean.
Yes. They trade with as many people as they can.
So potentially he could have. Something to
Sorry,
do
I
with
missed
that.
your joke, Azriel. Kind of distracted. I apologize that we missed your joke.
Kind of distracted at the moment.
Yep. All right, what were you saying, Matt? For trade languages?
Yeah, something overseas would maybe work. If you.
I mean,
He's
he
already
does
got
have...
thieves' camp.
No, but I don't see that as on the list.
Okay.
If is there thieves' camp?
But he should just have it as a rogue, I think.
Oh, okay. Because they don't show it anywhere as a language.
I'm not sure, sorry.
Nope, it's all good. We'll just say that they have it. What are some like underworlds? Like more nefarious languages? Like that's why I could see under comment being an option for him.
Yeah, Sackfroth is the undercommon. Sackfroth, so that's for Drow and Dwergar and Kobolds and
I could see him doing that.
Duffin.
To allow for nefarious dealings, right? Like he
So
likes gambling
Sackfroth.
with everyone and being like, he's not a good person per se.
Yeah. Sackfroth is that one.
Is there any other
And then
traitor or underhanded languages?
Shadow Tongue.
Shadow Tongue is a uncommon.
like-
Do we want to go with it?
I don't really think it necessarily makes sense either. I'm just having a look what
Yep.
else we could do.
I could see him doing Feyrs, Elven. Maybe Draconic. Thing. That one.
Depending on how like sneaky or dark you want him to go. Not sure, buddy. So a lot of these are just like Valerian.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of them are Galarian specific ones, so I'm trying to figure out how we want to work that. What is Taldane?
It is just a nation.
Okay.
And it's same as Thessalonian, Garundi, what else? Tien, Necro.
We can leave him with one open if we decide we find one that sounds like he should speak it too. I guess let's just do that so we don't take up all session.
Yeah. If you want him to speak like undead languages, Necro would be the thing. I don't know if he could, but that's something.
Yeah, I don't know if we do
otherwise-
undead, but
Otherwise, probably it's going to be something like Elven or
yeah. We'll do the
Orcish.
Sephiroth for now. We can look at it and have him do If we come across a creature that sounds like it would be something he would know, we can just say that's one. Because if it's a, shadowy kind of creature or a nefarious trait or something like that.
Yep. All right, sounds good.
To not hold the game up.
Yeah, he understands what they're saying then.
Oh, I heard some of the under village people speaking this language. They seem to have a strange dialect of it. But they're saying...
They're saying, now connect the doohickey to the what's not. Now connect the tube to the fulcrum. Now disassemble the... It's very technical kind of language.
It sounds like they are thinking they are some inventors or other technical creatures, but they sound very strange. We should be careful, because there are some creatures who like doing crafty things with traps and all. Let's investigate, yes? Do we want to heal first, or should we go and make sure we have no problems?
I think we're good. Let's go. Marigold's like, I'm feeling quite a lot better now. So you don't see anything that could be a problem down the corridor?
I do not.
What about you, Peter? You said that you can
hear
see in the
things.
dark. Do you see anything that could be a problem?
I don't know. Let me see if I see anything. Do I see things? Sort of. I see doors.
You see doors,
see.
yes.
Anything else?
What is he? Yeah, yes, that's fine. You do see. I'm gonna mark them off for you.
Okay.
Here. Hang on. Freehand. Draw. Here. Here.
Oh, I see other things. What are these?
Here.
Markings.
Pressure plates.
There are pressure plates up ahead. We need to be careful. Remember what Thurberl said about traps. I think there may be traps. There's one there, and there, and there, and there. Let's
Alright,
be
well.
sure not to have problems today, yes?
Okay. So we will get to the middle of the room then, and start to make our way along.
I think I'll have to either squeeze or jump. How big is ceiling?
It is only 10 feet tall, so you're probably not
No
going to be
jump.
able to jump.
I could barrel roll, but that would be difficult. Thurbolt, could you disarm one of the plates so I can walk? Otherwise, I'm going to set off trap on everyone.
So we'll have him move up and try to disable, because otherwise there's really no way for Peter to get through.
Mm-hmm. 23. You critically succeed.
Hey! I could have just clicked that. That would have been good.
So that's going to mean that you are going to get parts of this trap, which I will put in your inventory later, but just know that there will be loot from that.
There you go. This trap is safe. May proceed.
He'll move up a little. So Peter will also... Oh, whoop. Didn't mean to put him on top of you.
That's fine.
avoid
Do we
the
want to
traps.
go in any of these doors, dearie?
I was going to ask that our dear friend Thurbold said there is noise up ahead, yes?
Most of the
Maybe-
noise seems to be coming from straight ahead, yes.
Maybe we check ahead first and then double back to other passage?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Though we should keep lookout as we do not know if they come behind us or not. Da. Yes, deep. Exactly. Peter is a big man. He has very high voice. He sings soprano.
So as you're approaching the next set of doors, you are hearing voices both to the north and to the south.
I do hear voices to the north and south. Do we want to go to one of them, or should we press on? What do you think, Marigold? Do you want to go forward or turn to the side?
Can you hear what they're saying, dearie?
I guess that will probably be another perception check.
Mm-hmm. Oof.
Using your sharp ears. Nope.
Nope. No, there's too many of them talking like either all at once.
Oh, you can't.
Also, there seems to be the
Stick it
sound
out.
of the clanking of gears or some other form of rumbling coming from
Up
the
ahead.
south, and it's
Over south.
over. It sort of takes over the speaking, so
I
you
cannot
can't
hear
really
with
make
the
it out.
noises that are coming from the south. This is grinding and cranking. I do not know what they're saying because of all the noise and ruckus. I'm sorry, Marigold.
Marigold says, Dearies, I kind of have a bad feeling, like grinding of gears, talking of weird language, of connecting things together.
Well, there, I disabled trap if you want to go through a door. But I do not have good feeling here either.
I don't know which way we should go.
Well, do we want to make a cards choose?
I mean, I don't mind, dearie. You said you were lucky, right?
I mean, I do not know if I would say lucky, but I do know how to do things, yes. The cards say we should go through this door.
All right.
Just going to disable that trap so people can move past it. And for good measure, doesn't want people running and getting hurt. Because then he hears all the whining, and whining is just annoying.
Oh,
And he can't quite get that one.
it's not a critical failure, though.
Yep.
Just like, yeah, okay.
Point off. Yeah.
This one seems more difficult. I cannot make it happen.
We'll have to just be careful with this one and hopefully not have to go through that door, or I'll have to try again. We'll go through the other door for now.
All right. So you said this one.
Yep. That's what the card said.
I'll go first. Hey, it looks like this one's connected to the other one.
Oh, how interesting. I will go and open door. Hello, Peter. Look at this. We have other doors to come through.
That one looks bigger. I think I can go through that one better than the other one. I am glad it connects. Otherwise, it would be a hard time to come through. You know, I'm not so little.
All right, so you come around the corridor and you see a collection of devices up ahead. You see a large mechanical crossbow of some description. It is mounted on some sort of like tripod on the ground, and it has like a mechanism attached to it, and like it has a
large.
wheel, and it has like a cord around the wheel that's attached to like the loading mechanism, and it has a pulley, and it has all sorts of things.
Skewer, can you see how to make that work? It looks like that could be the size for our friend Peter to use.
He says, I've not really seen anything like that before, but sure, I could have a look. The other devices are even more arcane, and by arcane I don't mean with arcana, I just mean kind of weird and esoteric and strange. This one is like a big tube. It's about 8 foot long and about 3 foot high, and it has these big, like, what look like arrows, but they're way too big for a normal person, that are kind of like loaded in the back in this big board, and there's like fuses on the backs of those arrows that seem to be able to, like, you could light the fuses, I guess. Skewer's
It
gonna
also
try
looks
and...
like something more Skewer and Peter size Skewer. I think maybe we should leave, or should we take?
Skewer's like, I think you could shoot things with it.
Well, that is what I was thinking. Should we have our dear friend Peter take them?
Just be careful, you've got your other screen showed up for a minute there.
Yeah, I know. I saw that after it happened, so I got rid of it.
Yeah, Skewer was like, oh, I don't know how it would operate. It's a bit foreign to me, but I think you could probably use it to shoot.
Well, I will carry them and see. Maybe we can find out what it does later.
But he'll see.
Well, it's
pick 'em up
attached
and-
to the ground.
It was.
Like, it was.
Yeah, you can mold earth. Just shape the stone around the base, pick it up.
All right, then the ground is gonna make a rumbling sound as you shape it, and it's gonna make a clang as it
Dislodges?
Dislodges, and it reverberates through the whole cave. Just, for drama.
Mm-hmm.
Not for any particular reason, just for drama.
For a particular reason, I got it.
So let's have a look. I am going to then give you this in your inventory. Here you go, enjoy.
Well, I mean, they're weird things. He figured might as well check them out. Oh, wow. So he'll pick them up, stow them in his gear.
Yeah,
Look at 'em
so
later.
it's an arbalest.
For those who don't know, it's a big one.
Yes. That particular arbalest, by the way, I'm going to edit it. And it's going to increase in bulk by 1. It's a big stonking arbalest. It's bulk 3 by itself.
Does it have any other attribute alterations due to the increased size, or just
Nope.
wait?
Just wait.
Awesome.
So pretty much, only Peter can really have this around.
Carry it.
I mean, Skewer would probably be able to, but he wouldn't like it very much. It would double his current weight.
So
Just
out
by
of
itself.
curiosity, does it take just standard bolts? I think it
No,
would take something else. Okay.
no, it will need, and there aren't any bolts here, apparently.
So you'll scoop up the big tube of thingy things, and then
Big tube
join
as
the
well?
others since he was told to.
This
Yeah.
is like big as well.
Thirbold thinks it sounds good to pick him up. Peter thinks it sounds stupid. And Skewer said looks like you can shoot things with it, so Thirbold's pushing Peter to do it. So unless they say something
I
else,
think you
Peter's
should
like,
probably only take one.
okay.
Otherwise, he might get, he might have trouble with it.
Well, which one do you think I should take then? Thunderbolt said to take both. I don't
I
know that I
think-
need either.
I think probably if you're gonna take Eddie, the one that's actually got a firing mechanism, which is the arbalest. This seems to be activated by igniting fuses, which seems a lot more complicated.
Okay, you take your word, Skewer. You know weapons.
All right. Well, that's all that's up here.
Well, that was not as nice as I was hoping. But we'll see what else we find. Yes.
All of you will hear the sound of movement coming through this wall.
Well, that
You
does
can
not
hear
sound very-
movement on the other side of the wall. You can hear like, yeah. They clearly heard the
Ching.
shing as the So
I
you're
do
obviously
not know
going.
that was wise to take. It sounds like you got attention.
Well, I thought you would be quieter with it. I thought you were good at things, you know?
Thunderbolt, when have I been quiet ever?
All right.
Skewer, did you think this would make noise?
Yes.
Why'd you not speak? To make Thunderbolt intelligent, as he seems to be a little bit of hairbrain. Maybe he need to cough up hairball to get rid of hairbrain.
That is not nice. You should not say mean things. It could
He
make
says,
me
well,
unhappy.
it's done now. Whatever happened, it's done now. Whoever we've notified, they're notified. So let's be on our guard. And he grabs his spear out. And he's like, I've got me stick. I can poke things.
Well, since we have made noise, maybe I should pop on armor.
So he's just gonna head
It's
and blast the armor because apparently we've made noise.
Yeah, apparently. Okay.
Very good. Where you want to go now?
Well, sounded like they were coming from that direction. Pointing towards the door.
What's the door made of?
Wood?
Bummers. It's attached to stone, though. So we can make it
It is
work if
attached
we
to
need.
stone.
Would you like the door opened?
Okay.
Skewer, if you get into position here, I can be in position here. And we can make door fall open and make a big surprise and say, boo, to those on other side. You ready?
As Skewer comes up and takes position, the door opens, and 3 creatures go boo. Roll initiative.
Well, that was unfortunate. They seemed to saw through our plan. They fouled. They do not approve of the surprise. I was wanting to surprise. You know, it's nice to throw party surprise.
Wow, Marigold has been doing so well on initiative.
Apparently, they are surprised.
Surprised that we're not surprised.
Well, see, that's the thing. They said boo, and we all apparently got panicked and react quicker than they can.
This shouldn't be a severe encounter. 1, 2.
It says
3.
severe.
Shouldn't be. It's only 90. It's 10 over. Okay, so technically.
So I'm gonna pull up the Murloc so people can see what it looks like.
Yeah, so these are little
these
pale
lovely,
creatures.
creepy little things. This is what
They're
we're
not
fighting.
Murlocs, they're Morlocks. Saying
Morlocks,
Murloc,
sorry.
people are gonna think about World of Warcraft.
Morlocks. I apologize. But yeah, very pale skin, big-eyed, creepy things.
Alright. Marigold, for a free action, says, they seem to be wielding daggers, and that they have them drawn, and they don't look friendly. Should I? I'm not sure. So she,
Well,
what she
let me
does.
ask you, Marigold. Do you want to be eaten as their stew, or do you want to dispose of them?
That is not very nice.
So she is going to cast.
Tree? If only it was from another point.
She's not going to cast tree. She's going to move here,
Yeah.
and she is going to touch Skewer and cast Shielded Arm.
Shielded arm.
Yes.
Intriguing.
Reinforcing veins of ore run through the target's arm, letting it ward off blows with its bare skin. She's like, I've learned a thing or two from you, Peter.
Very nice, Marigold. I like it. It looks good.
So he can raise his arm to gain a
That's very
+2
Dude,
to armor class. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, because this will almost always be on Skewer, I'm just gonna give him a shield. Here.
That's
to
a cool spell,
represent
man.
this. It is a cool spell. I'm just gonna give him a shield. Oops.
Do you want me to drop it on so you can keep going?
Yeah, sure. So she's moved and she's done that. So just a normal shield so that he can. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. He's like, oh, this is different. You haven't done that before, Marigold. Well, I've been watching Pete, dearie, and seems like the strength of the earth is a good way to draw inspiration.
There you go.
So I spoke a little with my patron, and she agreed to teach me a little something. Okay, it's Peter's turn.
The hardness and HP's off from it, but we can deal with that later. Because you probably don't want to.
I'm not ever going to be blocking. I'm not blocking with it. I'm just.
That's
raising.
what I thought. That's why I just saying like it doesn't matter at that. So.
All right. So, with where they're positioned,
$15 would cover them all. And avoid skewer. Peter's going to move up, and from here, cast a 15-foot blast, catching all three of them and just barely missing Skewer. So Skewer's going to see a whole bunch of metal shards go flying out and like zip right past his face, but not hit him.
Is that how it works? I don't think that's how it works. Is this a cone?
Yeah, it's a 15-foot cone.
Yeah, no, it'll potentially affect him.
It'll what?
It'll potentially affect him.
Not based on what I saw. If I do
It
that,
should. All right.
that not. That's the reason I said it wouldn't.
Yeah, all right. But
So, yeah, he's gonna walk up and blast that out, and they have to make a reflex. All three of them.
Pop that up for me.
Yep. And I really, really, really hope they critically fail. Oh, level. Oh, +2. So not yet. It's level. Goes up in damage. Oh, great. In damage. Perfect. Crit fail. Yay. Which one crit failed?
The last, so the one on the right.
The one on the right. Perfect. That means he takes this.
Persistent bleed. Nice. And then they all take one.
Yep. So, not as good as I was hoping, but it let me hit all
Man.
three of them.
It's damage. Any damage is good.
Yep. And I was more hoping for that crit fail to get the persistent damage, because that's really good.
Yeah. All right. Anything else that Peter can do?
Nope, that's all he can do, because that took 3.
Okay.
It'd move up one more, but then the rock is in the way.
All right. Skewer is going to spend an action raising his arm.
Raise arm.
Oops.
So yeah, what's nice is when you raise shield, you click it, it auto calculates everything and puts it on. It's so nice.
Yeah, so just trying to work out. Oh yeah, use. Apply effect.
Double applied now, because it auto applied it for you. All
Alright.
good, all good.
Then he will target that one The middle one, he will try and strike it. Now, because he still has a free hand,
Yep.
because this isn't a shield.
Yeah. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's the thing. That's what's awesome about it is
He can snagging strike. Nice. Which means that one's off guard.
yay.
So I'll get you to do the damage. I'll make it off guard. Okay.
Why is the
and
Sharpie
then
eating us?
he will change targets. And with his second action, he's going to try a combat grab.
The meaty shouldn't be attacking. It's supposed to be eaten, not fighting.
He does miss,
Bummers.
unfortunately. So he would have succeeded against that one, but he didn't choose that one, so...
Oh, man.
Third roll.
Alright. Thirbolt's gonna fling a card.
Nice.
Oh, I forgot to click it. I'm sorry. I was going for the off guard one.
Well, the off guard one will
Triple E.
definitely take damage.
That
So
would hit.
it's normal hit.
And since he's there, he can do sneak attack. 5 damage to that one.
Alright. Oop.
And then he's going to throw a card. And miss. Terribly.
Thunks into the wall.
Yeah, thunks between Skewer's feet.
Hey! You watch where you're throwing that.
Don't worry, I will not hit you. It just bounced off the enemy, you just didn't see it. You know, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so we've got them now.
He has one more. I'm trying to decide what he would do.
He can aid Peter.
Yeah. Aid then. That sounds good.
You forget that one, thank you.
Right. Morlock Scavenger, the first.
That's one
is
from
going
Skewer.
to- It is.
You missed me, I hit you.
Morlock is going to try a scuttling attack. Using 2 actions.
Okay. That
Does not
really,
hit,
really going to miss.
but is then going to stride twice and provoke an attack of opportunity.
Skewer, do it.
So he is already targeted. So he is going to try and strike with his pike. Strike with his pike. He succeeds.
It's a hit.
If you
Make
can.
it suffer.
Oh, can you do that damage to that one, please?
Nearly falls over
Um,
dead from being hammered.
So it's gonna stride out of vision.
Ah!
30. Yeah. All right, so that's that one. It did 2 actions to do that, and then Something else that you don't see.
No. Really?
Really, really?
I
All right.
completely expected that.
Then the next Morlock Scavenger, which is the middle one. Also, target skewer with a scuttling strike.
Leave Skewer alone. You're mean to poor man.
Yay.
Thanks to his raised arm,
Yep.
that will fail.
The arm shield for the win.
It's such a good spell. Move twice and hide. Not so good, but that's okay. And the
He's
final
obviously
one,
hidden right now. He can't be seen.
that's it, is going to toss a dagger, maybe. Yeah, he's gonna toss a dagger out of the door at Peter. Since Peter made him bleed.
Bleed for me, you insignificant pale one.
Ooh,
Well, that'll hit.
sure.
Ew.
Oof. Thunk. And it will scuttle away. So 30 feet to there. And we'll try to hide.
Peter can still see him.
Yes, but hidden. If Peter.
Oh, Peter can still see that square. So he's partially obscured there, but Peter still has vision.
Let's see how.
It could be the wall isn't fully built correctly. I don't know.
Yeah, he should be completely hidden there.
Okay.
The corner is there.
Yep. That's fine.
Marigold?
Nah.
So yeah, I need a recovery
do it.
check from him. Yeah.
And then recovery check.
Ooh.
Critical failure. What does that mean?
I don't think
For recovery.
there's anything there for that for
Okay.
assistant. Let me double check. Assistant damage. Yeah,
Okay. Well, Marigold, you're up.
it is.
Do your thing.
Okay. They've all sort of run away. She's like, well, these things certainly seem annoying. Are we sure we want to hurt these? I mean, I guess they hurt us. We go then. He's gonna move to there, and because move to there, the scavenger is in clear sight, so is not hidden anymore. So she moves, she targets. She is going to attempt a Gale Blast. Roll.
Crit succeed
not
again,
Gale
Marigold. Do it.
Not Gale Blast, sorry, Slashing Cast. Gale Blast is a different thing. So, yes, roll to attack. Look. She has been on fire, honestly. Roll
Yep.
damage. So double, if you can do double. Oof. It seems, dear, is that Mab wants these things to die. Peter?
Well, I guess if Mab wants it, then I guess maybe we should do so. Otherwise, I think you said you don't have your power. That does not sound very good.
Ooh. You can move up there. I guess he could move past his ally, but that would
It would be difficult terrain.
So instead, he will just send out a blast, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So
Which he
he'll-
can do as 2 actions, probably.
Should I do a double action or should I do 2 actions? Because I can do double blast instead.
I personally think that the 2-action one is better,
Okay.
typically, but it's up to you. It's your character. I feel like it's better, but it does depend. There's a lot of like ifs and buts about it.
Yeah, I get that.
Accuracy is really, really good. Yeah, and you're more likely to be accurate on your first strike, right? So,
Yep. Except it's Peter, and Peter can't roll a 10 on his attack.
no.
Unless
it
it's the
is.
third attack. If he attacks 3 times, he can roll a 10 on the third. But then it's too low to hit.
Yeah. So skewer. All right then. I guess we'll go after them. And he moves there, which means he can clearly see that one and that one. Oh, they're right here, guys.
That is good to know.
He's actually going to target the one above him since he feels like that this one is probably dealt with. So he is going to. So he's moved. He is going to make a strike, which is going to be a snagging strike. Oh.
Critical.
Alright, so we're gonna do that.
See, the dice
So
like
that
you.
one's dead.
Yeah.
Alright, and then he's gonna raise his arm. Alright, that's his turn.
Just absolutely skewer one. Oh wait, what's his name?
Skewer. He does live up to his namesake. So yes, third ball moves up.
He can't see around the corner. And so that he can do something, he's just gonna head and chuck a card at that guy. And barely hit. But at least it's a hit.
Indeed.
And of course, he doesn't get any bonus damage because. Wait, isn't it thrown? I thought thrown got strength.
Yeah, throwing
Which
gets
is 0. Never mind. Forgot his strength is 0. So he does 2 damage with it.
Nice.
No, a whole lot. Scratches
Well,
him.
it's near death.
I scratch you with my card. Take my card. You never know when you need to call.
And that's all he can do.
Alright. So, Scavenger.
You see Skewer looking right at him.
Alright, this one
Speedy Skewer.
is gonna come down. Target Skewer. Try a scuttling strike. Dagger. Actually, before it does that. Yeah, no, that's fine. Scuttling attack. Yeah. Try scuttling attack. Yet again.
The arm did its
Thanks
job.
to that armor. Jeez. Oh,
That is such
that's
a
an
nice
amazing spell. And then
It's
we'll
just
move off.
can't hit Skewer.
And... yeah, it's so good. Then roll stealth. Okay. Alright.
One that's almost dead.
One that's almost dead is going to scuttle extra. So it gets to move, gets to make an attack. Does not hit. And because I haven't
Miss,
triggered my attack
because
of
the armor.
opportunity,
Yay.
Kua will trigger his attack of opportunity against this one because it's near death anyway. So target.
Would you have rather done it on the other one?
Nah. I decided. Strike.
That's a hit.
Yep. And he did. You ain't going nowhere.
Starts
There we
running
go.
away and it's just like, you're going nowhere. Thump.
Theories, do we think we should take one captive, maybe try and get some information out of it?
If that is what you want, Marigold, that is what we do.
I think that would be
Why
wise.
do you want to do that? You always seem to think Marigold this, Marigold that. Why not just kill them and find papers they leave behind?
She is
Okay,
going to
you can take
target it with Wilding Word. And can you make that save for me, please?
Yes, sir. You gotta love how one of the characters is polite and nice and the other one isn't.
It's a normal success, so has a -2 to target Marigold.
Yep.
Alright, Peter.
Peter can't really get in there.
Mm-hmm.
So Peter's gonna wait to go until after Thurbold.
Okay, after Thurball.
Because otherwise he can't really do anything.
Skewer will get to the other side of it. Target it. unfortunately, he cannot make a grabbing attack, but he can just grab. And since Marigold has said that, that's what he's going to do with his turn. He's going to try and just grab it instead of attacking. So because he's had to move twice.
I do like how she's the old wise woman for the group, and everyone but Thurbold like respects her as the old wise woman of the group, almost like the leader of the group, just because she's the elder of the group.
Right. So that one is now grabbed.
Yep.
And then we have Thurbold.
I do not understand why you want to do that, Marigold. He's just a fiend. But you want to keep him around.
Terry, you said you could understand it. You could tell us
That does
what's
not
going
mean I
on
want
here.
to. I do not like him. He's annoying.
He's gonna
I
fling a dart
can't
at him.
force you, dearie.
He's gonna fling a dart at him in protest. And miss. Barely.
No,
No,
that's
it's a hit. Cool.
Because it's grabbed by Skewer, so
Yep.
it wouldn't have hit normally. Oof. 6 points. Nearly kills it, I think. Yeah, nearly kills it. Damage.
Near death. That's all he can do.
Okay. Well, it's
So-
Peter's turn.
Peter will come there. Peter will come there.
Very good. I block hallway. You can do what you need with little man. He's not getting past me.
And he's
All
gonna
right.
use his base kinesis to kind of meld into the stone a little bit around him.
Yep. And to end the encounter, the Morlock Scavenger will drop his weapon and give up. Submit.
Yay!
See, dearie? When there's plenty more of us than there are of them, they're just going to give up. Now, you should probably ask it what's going on around here. In that
What is
weird
going
language.
on around here? Ostakarleker.
I'm going to rip your innards out, and she's going to make a puppet out of you.
Is that what you say? That would
That's
be
what
an
he says to
intimidate
him.
check. That would be an intimidate check.
And she probably can roll a perception to see that he doesn't actually quite say what she was wanting.
Oh, the Morlock Scavenger will pee his pants.
Skewer's like,
Just
ah.
Everyone can tell that the Scavenger is like crying. Tears are like pouring out of its eyes. It's there's this big wet patch just down there. What did you say, dearie?
What did you want me to say to him?
Just ask him questions.
I did. Well, I guess I kind of made a statement. It's been a bit rusty on this language, you know? It's been a while since I spoke.
Skewer just like holds him at the furthest that he possibly can, at like furthest arm distance.
Don't wet on me.
Fine, I'll ask other questions. If you do not want...
Now he's actually going to ask him.
If you do not want to have said events take place, tell us what is happening here.
Okay, so Morlock will explain that they are underground delvers and that they came across this area and have made it into their home, or at least a temporary home, while they investigate. He says that there are a number of very strange things that has caught their attention, that they've been really interested about, and he says that there's really interesting old technology down here that they're very interested in, and that they have been like trying to figure out how it works and stuff.
So yes, he would share the rest with the group, not wanting to sour his relations with the group too much.
Yeah. The Morlock will say, if you agree to let me go, you can have what's in that chest over there.
I could
I'll
take what
even
is in the
open it
chest
for
either
you.
way. Oh,
Yeah, but he's trying to bargain for his life.
So Thurbold's going to be like,
I see. Interesting.
and open the chest if he can.
You get 1 success out of 3. So
Out of 3.
What is in this
2
chest?
actions each time. 2 actions
Okay.
each time.
So he'll ask him
You
what's in
need
the
3
chest.
successes.
He'll ask him what's in the chest as he's investigating it.
Morlock says whatever the loot is that the GM creates during this week and next week.
That is very interesting.
He fails on his second check.
Is it something precious to you?
So yeah, you can eventually pick it if you want, and
He's like,
whatever it is
"So-"
that the GM rolls
Oh
between
yeah,
now and next
no.
week.
I get that. The point is, like, he opens it. He's like,
Oh, beautiful. I do not think your life is worth what's in this chest since it's already open. What would you like to do now?
The Morlock just sits down and cries.
You know, cat likes to play with its food before we devour it.
Alright, well, we are coming towards the end of the session. This is a
Yeah.
pretty good spot to finish off.
absolutely. And Thurbold will just look at Marigold and be like,
Do you want to dispatch him now, or what is your plan with the pathetic creature?
Dearie, I don't think it's going to be able to do us any harm. And if we can convince it, it might even speak on our behalf to the rest of them so that we don't have to fight anymore.
Very well. If that is what you really want, we can try that.
and we can decide and pick up there, like you said, next time, because that is a really good stopping point.
Yeah.
That
Good
was
session.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, we've got an ongoing thing. This seems to have nothing at the moment to do with the Winter Court. It seems to have nothing to do with anything that we've come across. These are brand new creatures. They seem to be interested in technology. At least ancient, weird technology that might be down here. So,
I mean, this big crossbow thing that we've never seen ever
Right.
created before. What is that thing?
right? So, yeah, that is a great place to finish off. We really appreciate everyone being here. Let's have a look around, see who we
Thank
can
you all for
find
being
out.
here. We appreciate it. Be sure to join us next time for more. And until then, make sure you enjoy the stories. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
You plan on the normal?
If
Great
they're
destination.
around,
Well, they are.
and they are. Pirate Borg? Pirate Borg? What? Let's go right Let's go. Okay, so for everyone watching, thank you so much for being here. Please look after yourselves, be kind to one another. And from me, Matt and the Hat, as always, we'll catch you on the flip side next time. And please, if you have time and are able, tune in on Saturday night, American time, or Sunday morning, Australian time, to DM Nix's channel for some cyberpunk. Catch you then.
Cyberpunk Red.